Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to each one of you who's currently now watching this video. For those of you who don't know me already, my name is Jasmine Serena Azka, and I'm from class 11 Social 2. In this talk, I would like to explain to you about inflation, as it is relevant to our current economic status. So let me start by asking, what is the meaning of inflation? Inflation is a measure of rate of rising prices of goods and services in an economy. If inflation is occurring, leading to higher prices for basic necessities such as food, it can have a negative impact on society. Once inflation becomes prevalent throughout an economy, the expectation of further inflation becomes an overriding concern in the consciousness of consumers and businesses alike. Inflation can be a concern because it makes money saved today less valuable tomorrow. That explanation is now followed by the question of what causes the inflation? Well, there are various factors that can drive prices or inflation in economy. Typically, inflation results from an increase in production cost or an increase in demand for products and services. But in general, there are three main causes of inflation. The first one is demand pull inflation, second one is cost push inflation, and the third one is built-in inflation. Demand pull inflation refers to situations where there are not enough products or services being produced to keep up with the demand, causing the prices to increase. Cost push inflation, on the other hand, occurs when the cost of producing products and services rises, forcing businesses to raise their prices. And lastly, built-in inflation, sometimes referred to as a wage price spiral, occurs when workers demand higher wages to keep up with the rising living cost. This in turn causes businesses to raise their prices in order to offset their rising wage cost, leading to a self-reinforcing loop of wage and price increases. And that led us to our last question. What action should the government take in order to control inflation? Some of the important measures to control inflation are as follows: monetary measures, fiscal measures, and other measures. We're going to talk about monetary first. Monetary policy consists of credit control and increase in bank interest. On the other hand, fiscal policy consists of reduction in unnecessary expenditure, increases in taxes, increases in savings, and surplus budgets. And the last one is other measures. The other types of measures are those which aim at increasing aggregate supply and reducing aggregate demand directly. Given this, it can be concluded that the inflation can affect the economy in several ways. For example, if inflation causes a nation's currency to decline, this can benefit exporters by making their goods more affordable when priced in the currency of foreign nations. But on the other hand, this could harm importers by making foreign-made goods more expensive. Higher inflation can also encourage spending, as consumers will aim to purchase goods quickly before the prices rise further. Savers, on the other hand, could see the real value of their savings erode, limiting their ability to spend or invest in the future. And that brings us to the end. As for today, I hope you will have gained an insight into this topic. Thank you so much for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.